What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autotop.nl. My name is Max, and today I'm going to take you around the all-new BMW 1 Series. This is the new 2025 model year BMW 1 Series, and we took a 120 today from BMW van Laarhoven in Eindhoven, so big thanks to them. We just grabbed the first one that we could get, so you know, we just wanted to have a look and a drive with the new 1 Series. Of course, later on we'll be taking out the most powerful M135 as well. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a quick look at the car and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast, where we will also do some measurements with the car. So it is the new 1 Series according to BMW. It's an F70 model code instead of the F40 of the previous one, but it is a facelift. Let's be honest. It's basically the same car with a heavy, comprehensive facelift. So at the front, yeah, immediately we start at the most painful side of this car. I think it's not very good looking. I think it kind of looks like a fish in distress. It's a very unhappy fish. I don't really like it. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I don't think this is progress compared to the last one. We've got new headlights, a new bumper design, a new grille in this sort of connected shape with these diagonal and vertical slats in there, like the new BMW X3. It's very busy. There's a lot going on. It's not very BMW, if you ask me, and it's also, this part is very long, so this is kind of a bit of a droopy face. The car has also grown by 4.2 centimeters in length. It's also 2.5 centimeters higher compared to the previous one. So we do have an M package, and I think that's why we get these blacked out lower parts of the bumper with a little bit more of an aggressive design. You get these side blades here as well, and then we've got these cute little wheels. Actually quite a nice design here. This is a 225 tire, a Maxxis Premitra HP6. Never heard of that. 18-inch wheel, and behind that regular brakes. This is an M Sport wheel. Also have new bracing for the suspension, new dampers, and little black side skirt there as well. The rear arch is a bit more pronounced for the new model. At the rear you also get a 1 here on the Hofmeister King C-pillar, and it has new rear lights as well. I think the rear light facelift is a little bit more successful than the front. Also have new badging, so BMW has dropped the iconic I behind the model code, so you now have 1 which is bigger and then 20, and they apparently dropped it because, you know, they have i4 and i3, and the electric cars are now called I whatever, but that's why they dropped that, which I think is a shame. It was a BMW thing. Let's take a look at the engine. Being a 120, this is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder mild hybrid, 48 volt mild hybrid, with 170 horsepower, 280 newton meters of torque, 156 horsepower from the engine, and 240 newton meters, and the rest is from the electric motor. And it does give you a nice little boost. 0 to 100 7.8 seconds, top speed 226. And it weighs 1400 kilos, I think, dry. 1500 compared to BMW, but I think 1500 is a bit too much. Maybe that's like with all fluids. I think that's around 100 kilos difference. So I think it's 1400. We also have a new interior with a new dual screen setup, which is kind of okay, but we don't have the iDrive controller anymore. Interior design different with this aluminium trim and this M colored striping. M stitching as well, M stitching on the seats, so I'm guessing this has some kind of M interior pack. More M there. M steering wheel as well, which is a bit too chubby for my liking. I like a steering wheel a bit thinner, but yeah, I mean, quality wise this is pretty good interior. The seat is very supportive, very comfortable. Materials are great, the finishing is great. All the plastics on the dash and on the door are also quite premium. They feel good, and the car in general feels well built. So sport mode for the gearbox as well. Traction control is off. We've got front wheel drive, of course, with this new F40, F70 generation. The F20 used to be rear wheel drive. Sound check. So at least I can floor it with the horses because they can't really hear this. Yeah, so of course it's not a very quick car, but I have to say it kind of handles nicely. It's a comfy car. It feels well built, it feels sturdy, but also it kind of feels like it likes to be pushed. So the chassis can actually handle quite a bit, and I think they also changed quite a bit on the chassis, on the suspension. I think the body is also stiffer than before, and as I said, they have new struts on the suspension and new dampers. I think they wanted to improve the handling of the car because, you know, especially the first F40 before the update, because the F40 also got an update. But yeah, in general the F40 was not great at first. So let's do a pull away. I don't think we've got launch control. No. So just have to floor it, I think. But I can't do a 0 to 100 here, I think. So we'll do that later on with the race box. So I'm actually curious to see what the M135 is like now. I'm guessing there's also no I there anymore. M135. So because this chassis actually feels pretty good. It responds well. There's still quite a bit of movement in the body, but it's very nicely judged. So you can just sort of set the car and it will maintain. Yeah, it's actually pretty great. It's just that, you know, the 120 is not that fast, so you're not really getting close to the limits of the chassis. So let's do a 0 to 100 measurement. A little bit of wheel spin there. And I'm getting some harder shifts, so the car knows that I want to do this. 7.8, that is 7.67. Not bad. And then let's hit the Autobahn and also do a 100 to 200 measurement. So we've got a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox as well. And there's no manual available with the new 1 Series. I think, you know, there was just no one was ordering it with a manual anymore. So I do think that we're going to need quite a bit of space to get to 200. So we have to time that perfectly, but yeah, we'll give it a go. Whoa. Oh, that's not bad actually. That's not bad. Am I going to make that? Come on, Ford. Speed up. There we go. 26.65. There we go. So I have to say, for like this segment, this compact hatch segment, this actually is very premium. It feels spacious. It feels, I don't know, it just feels good. It does. It's there are some things I think BMW is not doing well. 25.9, like the indicator is just so cheap and it's too light to operate. And there are a few other things like the window switches. Quality, it feels like, has come down recently on newer models in some cases, or, you know, in some parts of the car. But the most important thing, so the suspension basically, how does the car feel on the road, it feels very solid. Okay, so let's see if we can get close to the top speed. 25.9, as you can see in our list, you know, it's right down our list, but 470 horsepower, I think it's not bad actually. And when you drive it regularly on normal roads in the city and stuff, you have that little bit of electric boost that gives you an immediate push, which is quite nice actually. So you also have a 116i available and a 123X drive, which I think is a 2-liter. Hello. And of course that M135, which we're also going to drive. And then you have a couple diesels available as well. I think you have one which is like 163 horsepower diesel, maybe the 120D. I think that's also quite an interesting car. I love diesels as a daily driver. It's great. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, home stretch. Going to return the car to Dirk at Van Laarhoven BMW. This is his daily car, like his demo car. So yeah, thanks Dirk for letting us take it out today. Nice little run here towards the border. Maybe we can get close to 226. No, I don't think so. Maybe. Come on. 224. I have to brake here. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. New 1 Series. As I said, stay tuned for the M135. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video, this playlist, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.